Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, no woman will ever love me because of the way I look? If you have, you're not alone. A lot of young men today feel this way, and the sad part is, it's not entirely your fault. Social media, dating apps, and modern culture push unrealistic standards on us every single day. But there's a group out there that takes this pain and turns it into a belief system. A group that says if you're not born with perfect genetics, you're doomed forever. They call it the Blackpill. And what they're selling sounds logical at first. They claim to be telling the hard truth, the truth that no one else has the guts to say. They say women only care about looks, that if you're not a Chad, a tall, good-looking guy with a perfect face, you'll never find love, never be respected, never feel wanted. It's a harsh message, but it feels real, especially when you're going through rejection or loneliness. Now, I'm going to say something that might surprise you. The Blackpill is right about one thing. Looks do matter. That's true. In the real world, especially in our image-obsessed culture, people judge others quickly and often unfairly based on appearances. It happens in schools, on social media, in job interviews, and definitely in dating. Women, like men, are visual creatures. Attraction starts with what we see. So when the Blackpill says that physical appearance plays a role, they're not lying. They're acknowledging something that many motivational speakers ignore because it's uncomfortable. And for someone who's been rejected or feels invisible, that message hits hard. It feels like truth, but here's where they get it all wrong. They don't stop at looks matter. They take it further and say looks are everything. And that's a huge lie, a dangerous one. Because the moment you believe that nothing but your face or height or bone structure determines your future, you stop trying. You stop improving. You stop believing in yourself. You give up before the game has even started. And that belief system doesn't just hurt your dating life, it destroys your confidence, your motivation, and your entire identity. Think about it. The Blackpill gives you one easy explanation for all your problems. Didn't get a reply on Tinder? It's because you're ugly. She rejected your message? Must be your face. A girl chose someone else? Of course. He's taller, has a better jawline, and you were never in the running. It feels like logic, like cold, hard facts. And that's why it spreads so easily. But what it actually does is trap you in a mindset that says, no matter what I do, it won't matter. That's not truth. That's learned helplessness. In reality, attraction is way more complex than just appearance. Yes, a nice face or a fit body can spark initial interest, but it's not what makes a woman stay. A man who is physically attractive but emotionally weak, insecure, or bitter will lose her attention fast. Why? Because women, especially those looking for something serious, look for qualities far deeper than a jawline. They want strength, confidence, direction, and emotional intelligence. They want someone who can lead, protect, understand, and connect. These traits don't show up in a selfie. They show up in how you speak, how you move, and how you carry yourself under pressure. Let me give you a real-world example. There's a guy I know. We'll call him Tom. He's 5 feet 6 inches, balding, and works as a software engineer. According to the Blackpill checklist, Tom should be alone and miserable, but he's not. He's married to an intelligent, kind, and beautiful woman. How? He didn't spend his time crying about being short. He focused on becoming valuable to himself and others. He built a career, developed confidence, learned to communicate, and showed up in the world with purpose. That's what made him attractive. And trust me, Tom isn't some rare exception. Look around. You'll see many men who aren't model material living meaningful, romantic, successful lives. They didn't buy into the lie. They built their value. Science supports this too. Studies from universities like Harvard and Stanford show that qualities like emotional intelligence, leadership, social skills, and even voice tonality play a huge role in attraction. Confidence can literally change how people perceive your looks. The same face can be seen as more or less attractive depending on the energy behind it. You've probably seen this yourself. A guy might not be that good looking, but when he walks into a room like he owns it, people notice him. That's presence. That's power. And here's where stoicism comes in. The ancient Stoic philosophers, men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, taught that we should focus only on what we can control. You can't control your bone structure, but you can control your mind, your actions, your habits, your voice, your fitness, your self-discipline. When Marcus Aurelius faced enemies, betrayal, and war, he didn't ask the mirror if he was handsome enough. He asked if he was acting with courage, wisdom, and strength. That's what made him great. That's what makes any man great. And that's what you should be building, starting now. The black pill turns you into a victim. Stoicism turns you into a leader. One makes you complain. The other makes you change. So how do you escape the black pill mindset? First, you must accept that your starting point does not define your ending point. You are not your past. You are not your rejection. You are not your loneliness. You are a man in progress, and every day is a chance to build. Start by taking care of your body, not to become a Chad, but to become strong. Not for women, but for yourself. Train your mind, read, learn, practice speaking with confidence. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations and grow from them. Develop skills that make you proud to be you. Also, stop thinking every woman is supposed to like you. That's not how the world works. You don't like every woman, right? So why expect universal approval? Your goal is not to be liked by everyone. Your goal is to become so solid in who you are that the right people are drawn to you naturally. That doesn't come from begging. It comes from building, and building takes time. There's no overnight transformation. You won't wake up tomorrow with perfect confidence or instant respect. But every time you choose growth over excuses, you win. Every time you silence the voice that says, "You're not enough," and replace it with, "I'm just getting started," you're taking your power back. If you're still watching this, let me tell you this. You are not broken. You are not ugly beyond hope. You are not a lost cause. You are simply a man who's been lied to. Lied to by influencers, social media, maybe even by your own thoughts. But now, you know the truth. The black pill is right about one thing. Looks do matter, but they're wrong about everything else. Because you, your mindset, your energy, your mission, those are the real things that make you powerful. So what do you do now? You stop obsessing over your face. You stop comparing yourself to Instagram filters. You stop playing the victim, and you start walking forward. Start building your value. Start becoming someone you respect. Because once you respect yourself, women will too. And even if they don't, you'll be just fine. Because you're no longer chasing approval. You're creating value. If this message spoke to you, if you're ready to escape the lies and take control of your life, then hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me one thing you're going to start working on today. Not tomorrow. Today. Because the best revenge against the black pill is a life well lived.